Hello friends, welcome to the platform of Darshanik. This is Akshay Kadam. So guys, today on this platform of Darshanik, I am going to discuss with you some previous year paper questions of ethics. So guys, in today's lecture, I am going to discuss with you ethics paper from APSC examination, that is Assam State Civil Service examination. So guys, APSC syllabus is same as UPSC ka syllabus, and so in this new syllabus of Assam State Civil Service examination, APSC has conducted exam twice. And in today's class I am going to discuss with you Assam State Civil Services CCE Mains 2022 exam ka ethics paper questions. So guys, in this lecture I am going to discuss with you how to introduce the answer to the ethics question, how to structure the main body, how to conclude, whatever suffixes used in the question like discuss, comment, highlight, illustrate, how to tackle those suffixes, what these suffixes mean, how to interpret them, and how to structure your answer. So let's discuss some ethics questions from APSC CCE Mains 22 paper. But before that guys, I want to tell you that I have my Darshanik IS app, link is given below in the description, where I have launched comprehensive courses for UPSC ethics paper and APSC ethics paper ke liye. There I have discussed this ethics paper comprehensively for 150 plus hours, and these courses of mine will be one-stop solution for all your UPSC ethics paper needs or APSC ethics paper needs. You don't have to study anything else than those classes and the notes that I will provide. So let's discuss some question from APSC CCE Mains 2022 ethics paper. So now we will discuss next question from Assam State Civil Service Examinations paper of 2022. So this question was from psychology segment of the syllabus. So in psychology segment of the syllabus, you have one important topic, attitude. Now in this attitude topic guys, there are few very important topics that UPSC itself mentioned in the syllabus, that is structure and content of attitude, etc., and relation between thoughts, attitude, behavior, etc. And so UPSC has asked question exactly on this ground or on this line. So question is, it is said that our behavior reflects our attitude. Do you agree that our behavior reflects our attitude? Do you agree or not? And what are some of the ways in which our attitude gets shaped? So what are the different ways in which our attitude gets shaped? Now guys, I told you, if you want more marks in ethics paper, you should take it treat this subject as a technical one, and take proper study properly, understand it properly. So guys, in this question, if you want good marks, first thing I told you, write to the point, write more than others, and write something unique. So here I will explain you how. So first of all guys, in this first you should start the answer of this question with introduction, and here make introduction as the definition itself. So what is attitude? Define it properly, and then use this attitude ka definition to continue writing your answer. Now here guys, I will first write answer to the second question. What are the some ways by which our attitude gets shaped, and after discussing that I will go on answering this analytical question, that whether it is said that our behavior reflects our attitude. Do you agree? Now here, what are some of the ways by which our attitude gets shaped? Then guys, here you don't have to explain the process of attitude shaping, but you just have to write some of the ways. And in my app classes guys, I discuss with my students almost 14-15 ways in which attitude gets formed, attitude gets shaped. So these are very detailed theories. 6-7 lectures may I discuss all those 14-15 ways by which attitude gets formed, attitude gets shaped, attitudes can be changed. Now you don't have to write any of those ways in detail, because question में 2 question hai, and that too only for 10 marks. So just write pointers. Write all these 14-15 pointers. These are the ways in which attitude gets shaped, attitude gets formed. No need to explain, but write more than others. If other write 4 or 5 ways, you write 10 ways. Other write 10 ways, you write 14 ways. So what are some of the ways by which attitude gets shaped? These are the 14 ways. To the point, no explanation, nothing. 50 words may finish this answer. Then go back to the first. So you wrote definition of attitudes. as an introduction, what are the some ways in which attitude gets shaped? You wrote 13-14 pointers, how they get shaped. Then go to the question. It is said that our behavior reflects our attitude. Do you agree? Okay. So I told you, write to the point. Attitude ka definition, everything conceptually. Write more than others. So other writes 10 ways, you write 14 ways. How attitude get formed, shaped. Now after that, I told you, write something unique. So here, it is said that our behavior reflects our attitude. Do you agree? Yes. Agree with the answer. Our behavior reflects the underlying attitude. Explain that and why this is so. After that, guys, write the other way. This is where how much unique you can think. That no, sometimes attitude that we hold are different and behavior we do is different, and so there is a counter attitudinal behavior can exist. Attitude and behavior can be separate. Counter attitudinal behavior can exist, and these are the reasons for that. So first, agree that yes, a behavior reflects underlying attitude. Okay, our behavior reflects our attitude. Yes, I agree. These are the reason, and this is the example. No, I don't agree. Sometimes, okay, attitude and behavior mein there is a discrepancy. There is a counter attitudinal behavior can exist. These are the reasons. And then in conclusion, then you write, okay, this complex dynamics or interplay between attitude and behavior, okay, how to predict it, or how to what is the how we can assume or reach a conclusion that attitude will lead to prediction of behavior. Attitude will shape behavior. There is no gap between attitude and behavior. So this is how you have to write very comprehensive answer. Okay, so definition के लिए 1 मार्क. Okay, ये जो 10-12 पॉइंटर्स है उसके लिए 3-4 मार्क. I agree 1-2 मार्क. I don't agree attitude lead to behavior. Okay, 1-2 mark, and that's how you need to write. You should get 7-8 marks for this question, guys. Write very good quality comprehensive answer. So let me explain that answer, how to write. So attitude ka definition to the point, the one I have given you in the app notes, in my PDF mein, whatever I have definition I have given you in my app classes. That definition to the point, because each and every word of that definition matters. So attitude is learned, relatively enduring organization of beliefs, feelings and behavioral tendencies and predisposition to behave consistently towards socially significant object, group, events or symbols. So attitudes are learned. Okay, we learn them, okay, through socializing experiences. और यही आगे लिखना है second question. Okay, how attitude gets shaped? They get shaped through learning from a socializing agents. और यही socializing agents you have to write in the answer. Then attitude gets learned. Attitudes are learned relatively enduring organization. So what is attitude? They are learned. They are relatively enduring, not permanent. Values are permanent. Attitudes are not permanent. Okay. And organization of what? Beliefs, that is cognitions, feelings, that is affection, and remember the word behavioral tendencies. This tendency word is very important, because attitude contains ABC model, affection, behavior, cognition. So attitude contains behavioral tendency. It is not behavior. And that's what your first question. Do you agree that behavior reflects attitude? May or may not be. Because attitude contains 3 components, A, B, C, affection, cognition, and B component is behavioral tendency. It is not actual behavior. Behavioral tendency and actual behavior, there is a gap, and some other factor mediate this gap. Okay, and based on those factors, we can predict or decide whether attitude directly led to behavior or attitude does not reflects in a behavior. And that's why definition के जो words say that you have to underline are very important, that attitudes are learned and attitude contain behavioral tendency. Okay, so write this definition, then go to the second question first, because first question mein there is an analysis and conclusion. So I will keep that question, I will write it later on. So directly, okay, what are the some of the ways by which our attitudes get shaped? Okay, then write all these ways. I won't be able to explain all these ways, guys. Class mein 6 घंटे I discuss all these 14 ways by which attitude gets shaped. Okay, all these theories I explain in detail, how they apply in personal life, how they apply in governance administration mein, how to use these theories. That I will explain in app classes, but here I will just enlist for you the different ways. So guys, first way attitude gets shaped is learning. Learning through what? Through socialization, through the socializing agents, by interacting with these socializing agents. So first way of attitude getting shaped is process of socialization, socializing agents, socializing experiences. Okay, इसको बोला था enculturation and acculturation process. Okay, and through these processes of socialization, okay, we get exposed to socializing agents and learn, imbibe, develop our attitudes. So which are the socializing agents? Write them in the first pointer itself: family, education, schooling, textbook, society, culture, religion, constitution, laws, economic condition, history, geography, technology. All these are the socializing agents who shape our attitudes. Now understand here, most of your competitor are going to write this point number 1 पूरे आंसर में, okay, 60-70 word में they are going to write this, they shape our attitudes. This is very naive answer, guys. Don't write answer based on your naive psychology. Attitude is a very well researched subject in psychology. There are core theories that explain or the ways by which attitudes get shaped. So whatever all your competitors are going to write in one point, and write other points more than others and unique, different than others if you want good marks. And so what are these other points? Okay, rewards and punishments, personal first-hand experiences. Then Piaget, one psychologist, gave the theory of imitation learning. So through rewards and punishment, personal first-hand experiences, imitation learning, we shape this process, shape our attitude. Then need satisfaction, okay, is a mechanism by which our attitude gets shaped. Okay, for example, person which you are in relationship with is satisfy your needs, psychological, cognitive, etc. You will develop positive attitude and you will continue in relationship for long. So need satisfaction is one theory. Then frame of reference and reference group, like role models that we hold on to, we absorb their attitudes. Then attitude formation through media, especially social media, I mean Instagram, etc. Reels देख के भी lot of attitude get shaped. We learn how to celebrate Valentine or how to do fashion and style by watching media personalities through movies, etc. Okay, so media exposes us to different cultures, different backgrounds, different fashion trends, everything, and shapes our attitude. Then guys, there are three important theories, conditioning theories in psychology. Psychology में पूरा एक unit है on all those theories. But in my app classes, I discuss them, okay, for half an hour, all these conditioning key theories. Understanding of that is very, very important. Okay, here you have to write all these theories, so just mention their name, no need to explain, because Assam State Civil Service exam has asked you 2 pointers. Okay, 2 questions in one question, 2 sub questions are there. You don't have time, you won't be having time and word limit to explain all. So just mention them. Even mentioning them, you will get good marks. So then classical conditioning is one way attitude gets shaped. Operant conditioning, observation learning, or instrumental conditioning, also known as social learning theory in psychology. Okay, mention all those theories. Then 10 theories यहाँ पे हुए. There are many more, 15 I told you. Okay, don't miss even one single word. Okay, you will, every extra pointer you are going to write, you will get extra marks. Then mere exposure effect, theory of Robert Jejong, it is used in marketing industry. So marketing में, when you go to a mall, okay, they will expose you with so much of flash messages, posters, advertisements, etc. Okay, through this exposure, our consumer attitude gets shaped. Then dissonance theory of Festinger, okay, it explains how attitudes get shaped. Then Hyder's balance theory is also very important. It explains how attitude gets shaped. Then self perception theory of BAM, okay, कि how army personnel या कोई भी uniform service के लोग, when they put on the uniform, automatically their decorum, their personality, everything gets changed. Okay, they follow that perception that army people are extremely disciplined. Okay, they live in decorum, they have extreme professionalism. So once you get in that uniform, automatically those attitudes you try to imbibe. Okay, and that theory is self perception theory of BAM. Then elaboration likelihood model or persuasive communication to change the attitude. Attitude gets shaped, changed form even through persuasive communication. The way Gandhi created a mass movements in India through use of emotional intelligence or persuasive communication. So emotional intelligence का use करके through persuasive communication you can shape people's attitude. Okay, and this theory is called elaboration likelihood model. Okay, in which there are 2 ways to persuasive communication: central route to persuasive communication and peripheral route. Okay, rational logical appeal or emotional fear appeal. और ये जो theory है 15 theory under this ways of shaping attitude. Okay, role of persuasive communication in your UPSC syllabus, in your Assam State Civil Services syllabus, there is a separate topic. Okay, that is role of attitudes. Separate topic, social influence and persuasive communication. So that topic of social influence and persuasive communication explains clearly, okay, this theory, is that subpart. This theory's explanation is exactly that topic, social influence and persuasive communication. So that persuasive communication or topic is very important. So in my app classes I discuss this theory almost 1 hour at least, so you will get proper understanding, because and also I discuss that topic separately, the persuasive communication, components of persuasive communication, etc. So remember all these 15 theories. So we wrote definition, wrote 15 ways attitudes get shaped. Now the first question, okay, do you agree whether behavior reflects underlying attitude? So here first, behavior reflects our attitude. Yes, I agree. Here I have given bit in a elaborative manner for your proper understanding. You need not write in such a descriptive way. Okay, so first, yes, attitude lead to behavior. Why? Because attitude contain behavioral tendency. So attitude determine organism's orientation toward its social physical environment. How we react to physical social environment, attitude determine that. And so attitude put pressure on the individual to react in specific way or characteristic way to these or related situation, person or groups. Okay, so attitude put pressure on individual to react to a stimulus, to react to objects, react to other people, all things in surrounding. Okay, physical, non-physical, how to react to them. Attitude decide, attitude guide, attitude shape, attitude put push us. Okay, attitude put exert pressure on us to react, and that's why most of our behaviors are shaped and guided by attitudes. So from our behavior we can predict the underlying attitude. So yes, okay, behaviors reflects attitude. I agree. You explain this. Give example of that. Okay, I am not making open-ended argument. Tell examiner, this is the example. I have given 2 examples, you write only 1. So if someone is participating in political protest, okay, against corruption, then by seeing that your friend is participating in political protest against corruption, we can infer that he has a negative attitude against corruption. Okay, so he has a negative attitude against corruption because he was present in the protest movement. So from behavior you can predict attitude. If someone is volunteering in the tree plantation drive, we can infer that she is having environmentalist attitude. So someone is participating in tree plantation drive, okay, then we can predict he has a positive environmentalist attitude. Someone is protesting against corruption in political movement, then you can predict he has a negative attitude towards corruption. So you can use any of this example. This should be small part of your answer. Don't conclude your answer with this, because write different. Show how different you can think, how much more you can think, and how better IS officer you will be. So yes, you also write that existence of counter-attitudinal behavior. That not all attitude lead to behavior. Sometimes we act in extremely counter-attitudinal manner. Why this thing exists? तो साइकोलॉजी में आपका जो टॉपिक है सिलेबस में, रिलेशन ऑफ एटीट्यूड्स विथ थॉट्स एंड बिहेवियर, देयर then what predicts behavior, I teach that this topic, and there are 7-8 factors, okay, which link establish link between attitude and behavior. Okay, for example, personal first hand experience. You have developed some attitude by first hand experience, okay, then okay, your attitude will lead into behavior. Okay, but attitudes are not formed through first hand experience, they will not come into behavior. So what is this relation between attitude and behavior? एक पूरा separate topic है. I discuss on my app classes, separate lecture on that. Okay, there I will discuss this complex part with you. But guys, remember, counter attitudinal behavior do exist. Behavior does not reflect underlying attitudes. Reason being, sometimes individual may behave in a ways that are inconsistent with their personal attitudes. And why they behave inconsistent with their personal attitudes? Reason, okay, social norms and social expectation. Okay, social norms, social expectation, then situational constraint, then environmental factors, and external rewards and punishments. Okay, so social norms, social expectations, situational constraint, environmental factors, external rewards and punishments. Okay, because of this, our attitude and behavior, there can exist a discrepancy. For example, external reward and punishment. Okay, you don't have punctuality attitude. Okay, you want to have very or you are a person with extremely conservative attitude. You don't like people eating non-veg, but you are working in a private company, okay, where lot of people work from multinational companies, and there is even non-veg gets served. Okay, then you will have to control your attitude, okay, and act in a normal manner. Okay, you can't go on protesting against non-veg eating. So based on reward and punishment, environmental factor, situational factor. So for example, you went for higher education to Europe, and there is no much food available, vegetarian food, and whatever vegetarian food available is costly compared to non-vegetarian food, and so you started eating non-veg. You change your attitude, or you still hate eating non-veg, okay, but you have to eat it because of situational constraint, environmental factors, okay. That same way, you are in relationship with person who belongs to another caste or religion. You have very strong attitude, but your social norms, social expectation, family pressure, okay, you decided to break up. So behavior need not necessarily reflect underlying attitudes. So uska example, eating non-veg due to scarce vegetarian diet, or not voting in election due to dissatisfaction with the political candidate. Okay, you have very positive attitude towards voting, democracy, etc. You have very good civic sense and civic attitudes, but you did not go for voting because you think all candidates are hopeless. Okay, and that's what, okay, one way this non-voting in election is one way this attitude behavior ka example you can write. So write this, that behavior does not reflect attitude. So behavior reflect attitude, reason, and one example. Behavior does not reflect attitude, reason, and example, and then go for the conclusion. Now conclusion may be write more with conceptual clarity. What I mean by that, so this behavior attitude का जो gap है, sometimes attitude will lead to behavior, sometimes attitude will not lead to behavior, okay, वो काफी अच्छे से explained by one psychologist in his theory of reasoned action. Psychologist name is Fishbane. You did not know the name, or if you forgot the name, not a big deal, but remember the word theory of reasoned action. Okay, so in my app classes I discuss this theory in detail, but right now I will just give you overview that theory of reason action has explained the exception and complexities in understanding relationship between attitude and behavior. So this theory of reason action, guys, explains you, okay, this exception, why exception exists between attitude के expression में, why attitude and behavior में there is a separation, why counter attitudinal behavior exists, okay, why such exception exists, okay, this complexity is explained by this theory of reason action, which says that attitude, before expressing them in behavior, we do lot of reasoning. We take into account social norms, social expectation, reward and punishment, okay, if I act on my beliefs or attitude, okay, how evaluation, that how people will perceive it, what are benefits and losses for me, and lot of reasoned action undergoes, and that reason action decides whether attitude will reflect into behavior or attitude will not reflect into behavior. So our behavior and underlying attitudes do not have direct relation, but in many cases our behavior provides valuable insight into your attitudes and outlook of life. Okay, and so we should not read people from behavior, okay, that it might be reflection of underlying attitudes. Okay, but sometimes behavior can help us judge lot of underlying attitudes. तो वही जो गांधी का एग्जाम्पल है उसके साथ ऑन फनी नोट आई विल एंड कि लगेरो मुन्ना भाई मूवी में एक वन गर्ल कॉल्स गांधी जी का कैरेक्टर, मुन्ना भाई का कैरेक्टर, ना आज की आई एम गोइंग टू मीट अ गाय फैमिली, मेरे पेरेंट्स हैव चोजन दैट गाय फॉर मी टू गेट मैरिड विथ. अभी एक मीटिंग में हाउ कैन आई जज हाउ गुड that person will be, whether he will be good life partner or not. And so when he goes and that girl meets, Gandhi's character tells her how he calls the waiter, by that you judge or understand whether he is good person to live with for life or not. And so when that guy comes, he calls waiter by shuk shuk karke, he calls him, and so if he treats this that waiter considering he is something that lower caste or lower in status than him, so I don't have to respect him, then he will treat you as a wife same manner, okay, something lower than him, okay, and he will start treating, okay, you for a lifetime in the same way. So how he expressed, how he called, okay, that waiter, that behavior is expression of underlying attitudes. So most of the time behavior say we can predict underlying attitudes, but sometimes it is also risky. Okay, we have to take into account this situational factors also before judging any person. So that's how I will conclude. So understand, we wrote attitude ka definition, then how attitude gets shaped, 15 pointers we wrote, then behavior reflects attitude, reason and example, Counterattitudinal behavior can exist, reason and example, and then conclusion. This is how extremely multidimensional, well-structured answer you need to write if you want good marks. Okay, and if you want to know how to write such a well-structured, multidimensional answer, to want conceptual clarity on ethics paper, okay, and even on essay paper, then do check out link below in the description. Okay, enroll for my app classes where you will get very comprehensive idea about ethics and essay classes. Ethics class is almost 150 hour ka, and that's one stop solution. Other than my those 150 hour plus ethics classes and the notes I provide, you don't have to study anything else. Okay, and same goes for the essay classes. That will be your one stop solution. Okay, so thanks for listening guys, and stay tuned and do check out my YouTube channel for other strategy based lecture and other current affairs shorts, etc. Join me on UPSC Ethics for Telegram channel to get to download all these notes and content, and also download my app from the link given below. So thanks for listening and stay tuned.